What we have in the Middle East is a Palestinian Authority regime that doesn't even believe that Israel has a right to exist, that will not even put the geographical borders of Israel on its maps. Every time I take a big group to Israel, one of the things I like to do is to get one of the Palestinian maps that I can get in the old city. I love to unfold it, and I'll ask the people who are with me, where's Israel on the map? They'll look and they'll look, and I'll say, can you find Israel on the map? The answer is no, they can't find it. And I ask them why. They say, I don't know. I said, because the people who built this map, they don't believe there is such a thing as Israel.
They claim we have no history here, that the temples never existed. But what if I were to tell you where the secret location of the temple treasures, King Solomon's treasures, are actually located? What would happen then? No one has ever cracked the code. No one has ever seen the map. Until now. There's a fascinating account from 100 years ago about a Jewish farmer in the Jerusalem area who was working on his land. Suddenly, he fell into a deep cave. When he got himself together, he saw an amazing collection of gold temple vessels and coins appearing in the light. The farmer realized he had discovered King Solomon's temple treasures, hidden on his very own property. He quickly covered up the entrance to the pit, and then created a map of its location. The farmer traveled to America and entrusted the secret map to Rabbi Herman of New York. After verifying the story, he sent it to the famous sage, the Chafetz Chaim in Poland, about what to do with these holy temple treasures. Should he take them out and reveal them to the world? The sage responded that we weren't ready for these holy artifacts yet, and destroyed the map. Many years passed, and the secret location of the cave was all but forgotten. Eventually, the farmer died, and Rabbi Herman suddenly remembered the story and the secret location of the farm and the cave. The clues and coordinates that are on that very map have been passed on to this day, and the time is arriving to finally reveal them. People love a good story, and the Palestinian narrative is a great story. The Palestinians love media, and their story is that there never was an Israel, or a temple for that matter. They use this propaganda to fuel their constant violence and to try and take ownership over ancient Jewish holy sites as their own. Why are the brave soldiers of the IDF prepared to lay down their lives on a daily basis to protect these holy sites? What's the point? Just to be given back and destroyed by the Palestinian Arabs?
What irritates me more than anything else is you'll hear Palestinian leader after Palestinian leader say that they don't recognize any Jewish claim to the Temple Mount at all.
And Arafat himself is on record claiming that the Jews have gotten, there was no such thing as a Jewish temple in Jerusalem, despite the fact that it's recognized in the Quran.
If there was no Israel and no temples, then why have there been so many archaeological discoveries that prove the exact opposite, especially recently on the southern slope of the Temple Mount?
You cannot say that there are no remains and then at the same time prevent any excavations. Let me excavate at the Temple Mount and I'll show you the proof.
How do you negotiate with people who don't think you're there? How do you make concessions how do you have agreement with people who do not believe you have the right to breathe your next breath?
Israel saw another surge in terror attacks this morning.
They're starting here with the Jews who live in the Middle East. And why they do not like us? Because they look at us, a democracy. They look at the values where we have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and they don't like what they see.
I can't bring myself to believe that we sort of driven back into the dark ages of the people being slaughtered. I can't see this, in modern day, I can't see this happening.
I have to make sure that the future of the Jewish state is safe and sound. That's my one goal. And I would like to be remembered as the protector of Israel. That's enough for me. Protector of Israel.
So why is there such an obsession to either find or deny the existence of these temple vessels? What is so significant about their discovery that the Arab media, the left, and even the CIA had an agenda to track excavations in Qumran and keep it all hidden there?
Why isn't the international community up in arms? Why do they seem to be not taking this seriously?
I believe that uncovering that farmer's cave now would seriously affect the sovereignty of Jerusalem and the Temple Mount, shifting the status quo permanently in favor of Israel.
Every archaeological find is important, and I absolutely believe in archaeology. I'm fascinated by it and have been my whole life. Things like the Dead Sea Scrolls, changed the whole way that people thought about Israel and the Bible and the world. And I think that was a real game changer.
We are facing part of the stronghold that used to house the upper part of the city of David in the time of Antiochus IV.
One of the great things about archaeology is that it has never controverted a biblical truth. It's always affirmed it. Archaeology is one of the best friends truth ever will have.
As it says in the Copper Scrolls, the temple treasures were ordered to be placed in that cave by the prophets before the destruction of Jerusalem almost 3,000 years ago. We now know where that farm is located today. The clues and the secret map are all here, and the path lies before us. The solution to stopping the terrorism and guaranteeing the future of Israel lies on that map and revealing what's in that cave. But who will be the one to actually go in after it? The Chief Rabbi of Israel? The Israeli Antiquities Authority? The Jordanian Waqf? The Prime Minister? What about the CIA? Or the Pope? Or maybe, just maybe, it's up to you.